Merhabalar herkese. Hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün Kanada, Ontario'nun en büyük kolejlerinden Cambrian College'da hem okul hem çalışma fırsatlarını anlatmak üzere uluslararası ofis yetkilisi Belisa ve Ekin Hanım bizlerle olacak. Lütfen sorularınızı Questions bölümünden yönlendirmeyi unutmayın. Yes, Melissa, the stage is yours now.
Thank you, Zeynep. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the session of today of how you can study, live, and work in Sudbury, Canada. My name is Melissa. I'm the representative of Latin America and Middle East. And we also have here my colleague, Ekin.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ekin. I'm an international liaison and recruitment coordinator with Cambrian College International. I also do speak Turkish, so if you do have any questions in Turkish, I'd be happy to answer them, but obviously our session will be in English. Very nice to meet you all, and thank you so much for coming today.
Okay, so I will present my screen right now. If you have any questions, you can begin to put it in the chat, and afterwards we will have time to solve all the questions. Okay, so Cambrian College is located in Sudbury, Ontario, in Northern Ontario. It's 1 hour away from Toronto by plane and 4 hours in car. Sudbury is known as the nickel city because we have a lot of mining industry, but also is known as the city of lakes. We have 330 lakes inside of the city. Sudbury, it's a really, geographically, it's a really large city. The largest one in Ontario. It has more than 3,000 square kilometers by area, by land. We also have 9 provincial parks, and in the city you can experience the big city because we have all the amenities and entertainment, but also experience the friendliness and the landscapes and a lot of green areas of a small town. Also, the city offers a lot of opportunities in employment because it has an emerging industry and opportunities in immigration. We will talk about this at the end of the presentation. It's the center of entertainment and education for all Northern Ontario. And also, as I mentioned, it has an emerging and growing industry. Every year, there's more companies coming to Sudbury, so this leaves us with a really good economy in the city. Also, it offers accessible cost of living, which leads to a higher quality of life. Sudbury is a global mining hub. The city was developed by the mining industry, and it was the one that brought the economic growth to the city. A lot of people think that mining is just like people working underground, but there's so much more in mining. There's logistics, supply chain, a lot of innovation, research, engineering, trades. So I want you to think about all the package of the mining industry and also the companies that lend services to the mining industry. We have 9 operating mines and more than 300 supply and mining firms. But we also have other key sectors in the city like business, professional services, clean tech, environmental. Also, it's growing in the film industry. We are having more people shooting movies in the city because of the beautiful landscapes, research and innovation, healthcare. We have the biggest hospital in Northern Ontario, manufacturing, mining, obviously, and it's also growing in tourism. So right now, how it's working and living in Sudbury. Right now, Northern Ontario and Sudbury, it's experiencing a shortage of workers because there are more people planning to retire than people graduating. This leaves a lot of opportunity for international students to fill up these occupations and the demand of the occupations. There are not enough skilled workers to meet the demands of the employment. So this is a really good opportunity for international students. Cambrian College has been leader in education since 1967. We are a public college and we are the largest college in Northern Ontario. We have around 5,000 full-time students from which 1,700 are international students from more than 75 countries. This means that you can really live a truly Canadian experience because most of your classmates will be Canadian, but also to experience a multicultural and enriching culture because there's a lot of people from all over the world. We have a hands-on learning experience throughout co-ops, work placements, labs, and also internships. This is really important in the college. Most of our programs offer you the hands-on learning experience. Also, 88% of the students find job within the 6 months of graduation. This is the second best employment rate in the province of Ontario. And we are inside of the top 25 research colleges in Canada. I will tell you a little bit more about this department in the next slides. This is another picture of the college. We offer more than 70 programs and innovative programs. We have programs in environmental, community services. Skills and trades are becoming more popular because of the demand of occupations after graduation. We also have arts and design, and you will see in here that we are always introducing new programs, and it's because Cambrian College is a public college, which is always according to the demand of the city. If the city needs new designers of game, we will issue a program to fill up this demand. So this is really important that the public colleges in Canada are in accordance to the demand of the occupations. We also have health science faculty, law and justice, engineering. In here, I just want to make a pause because you can do a 2-year program or a 3-year program in technology in either chemical, civil, electrical, electromechanical with mechatronics, mechanical, and power. And also we have the business and IT faculty. All of these programs are undergraduate programs, so you only need to have your high school finished. And we have several intakes for these programs. The most popular one is in September, and also some programs start in January and in May. Next up, we have the postgrads programs, the graduate certificates. These programs are 1 year long, with the exception of the global business management. This one is 2 years, but you can do 1+1. You take 2 programs, so you can accumulate 2 years of study, so you can be eligible for the post-graduation work permit up to 3 years. In here, in the graduate certificates, most of them have a semester of co-op, of work practice, and we have in health, addictions and mental health, in analytics, business, crime, health, in the environmental monitoring and impact assessment, IT business analysis, public relations, cybersecurity. We also have some programs in management. These programs of management have additional intakes. So you can start in September, November, January, March, May, and also July. So we have a little bit more of flexibility in the start of these programs: human resources, organization, project, supply chain, international business, global business. And last, we have professional accounting practice and mobile application development. We are also introducing our new degrees at Cambrian. We have our Bachelor of Business Administration of 3 years, and the honors that it's a 4-year program, but you can specialize in accounting, digital marketing, or data analytics. So you can choose between what to specialize from. As for the services and support to students, we really tried that the student can have the best experience in the school, not only inside of the classroom, but also like in all aspects of the student life. We offer a career center, a learning center. If you're having any issues in your class and want free tutoring, you can go to this center to get help. International advising, Ekin in here, it's in the international advising department. We have also on-campus residence, research and development, the athletic center, and a wellness center. As for tuitions, our annual fees begin starting 16,500 Canadian dollars, and the payments are made every semester. Next up, we have the scholarships. We offer 500 bursary of books for first semester students. And also we have a scholarship of 1,700 for the residents that gives you a special price of $450 per month for the first semester in the townhouses. And starting the second semester, you can apply to other scholarships like awards, sports, volunteering, academic, and even like the program itself has like some scholarships. As for admission requirements, we require that you have a high level of English. You can prove this with IELTS, TOEFL. We are also accepting the Duolingo, so this is a good opportunity to apply when the Duolingo is being accepted. And for graduate certificates, we ask a little bit more of scores and your university credentials, high school credentials, and for undergraduate programs, just the high school credentials. We have residence in campus. The residence is just behind the campus. So right here, you can see the townhouses. And right here, we have the dorms. The dorms are for 2 students. Each one get their own bedroom. They have 1 bathroom and a small kitchen. And also they have common areas like game room, laundry, more kitchens. And the townhouses, it's for 6 students. Everyone gets their own bedroom, 3 bathrooms, 2 storage rooms, a kitchen, living room, and the special price of the scholarship is available in the townhouses for first semester students. We also have sports and teams in the campus. We have the Golden Shield that are the students only in 1 team. They are the top performing athletes. We have badminton, cross-country running, volleyball, soccer, and we also offer the intramural sports that are for people that just want to have fun, for entertainment, for exercise purposes. We have dodgeball, indoor soccer, curling, volleyball, hockey, cricket, and slow pitch. We also have the Career Center. This center is really important for international students because they help the student change their resume to the Canadian format. They help also with the cover letter, assistance of how to respond in an interview. They also offer advising in career, and they do have on-campus work program. We have a lot of students doing work or internships in the college, and we are proud to say that we pay more than the average minimum wage in Ontario. We pay $18 for the students working in the college. We also have a career fair once a year where they invite employers of the city and of the region for the students to apply for new jobs. And there's also a portal in their student portal where you can apply for full-time, part-time, co-op, summer positions throughout the year. We also offer the Research and Development Department. We are one of the top 25 research colleges in all Canada. This means that we have one of the best innovation and research departments in all Canada. How it works is that the companies come to us to solve a problem that they are experiencing or to do or develop a project, and the students work with the company to work in this project. This is a really good opportunity for the students because they are acquiring more technical and problem-solving skills. They are gaining a competitive advantage. And also we have seen that the students participating in this type of projects, they are more engaged to their program and more motivated because what they are seeing in the project and what they are seeing in the classroom, they are applying it at real life. And it's also a good opportunity to gain experience in the Canadian job market. Also, most of these work experience are paid. Just so you can have an idea, last year we had 47 research partnerships. We had more than 5.5 million on research income, and we had 109 paid students. So this is one of the best departments in the college, and it's a great opportunity for the students. Next up, we have the immigration part. A lot of international students are choosing Canada, not only because of the first stop education that the country offers, but also because of all the benefits. In Canada, while you are studying, you can work part-time, and in vacations, you can work full-time. For example, the students that are beginning in September and they are doing a 2-year program, they will have the whole summer, 4 months of summer to work full-time. And also, if you're coming with your spouse, they can be eligible for a work permit. And if you're coming with children from 4 to 18 years old, they are eligible for free education in Sudbury. This would be from 4 to 18 years old. I think I mentioned that. And we also have a French immersion in the schools of Sudbury, so your kids can have also not only to learn the English, but also have the opportunity to learn French. This is the general pathway for permanent resident for the students. You study your program, you can work part-time while you study, full-time in vacations. You can also do projects in the research and development department. You can do your internships, your co-ops. Next, when you finish your program, you can apply for a post-graduation work permit. If you studied 1 year, you can be eligible for 1 year. And if you studied 2 years, you can be eligible for up to 3 years for the work permit. This gives you an opportunity to stay in Canada up to 3 years after graduation to work full-time. Then after you have been working for 1 year, this is like the most common pathway for permanent residence for international students. They apply to Canadian experience class, that is when you have 1 year full of work experience, but also there's the federal skilled worker, federal skilled trades, the provincial nominee program. In this case, it would be Ontario. And we, as we are located in Sudbury, we have an extra pilot program, the Rural and Northern Pilot Program. Just so you can have an idea, Immigration Canada plans to invite more than 465 people this year to permanent residence. Next year, 20,000 more. And by 2025, 500,000 people. So you can see in here that they are really open for permanent residence. And the international students tend to be the best candidates because they have work experience in Canada, education experience in Canada, and they usually have the 1 year of work experience after graduation. So the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot Program. Remember at first that I was telling you that there's a shortage of skilled workers in the city of Sudbury? Well, Immigration Canada created this program for the demands and for emerging economies that need qualified professionals. Sudbury is the biggest city in the program. There are 10 more other cities. It's managed by the city of Sudbury, and it also offers a more friendly score system. All the pathways to permanent residence to Canada are managed in score system. And there's also an exception for international students that graduate from a 2-year credential, that you don't have to do the 1 year of work experience. You can directly apply to the program when you have a job offer and you fulfill the minimum requirements. So this is a really good benefit for international students. And also they have a preference for 25 to 45 years old. In the express entry, as you get older, you will get less points. But in here, as you get older, you will get more points. So the age is not difficulty in this program. Obviously, there are minimum requirements you need to fulfill. The first one and the most important one is the job offer. Then you have to have a CLB of 4. This is the English level. Your occupation to be in the occupations needed, and also 1 year of work experience or 2-year post-secondary credential. In here is how the score system is divided. First up, we have the primary applicants. They will give you points because of your age, your English level, if you have a diploma of 2 years, your worker experience, your salary. If you're working in a priority industry, they will give you more points. If you have French, and there are extra points for primary occupations. There's a lot of people that ask me, like, what are the best jobs in Canada? I want to go to an occupation that I earn a lot of money and that it's needed in Canada. And it's really important because I always say to the students to follow their passion, because usually what you are good, what you're doing your work, and if you're good and if you like it, you will most likely succeed. But right now, as for this program, I can tell you the primary occupations that the city is giving extra points. So you can see what they're looking for. Practical nurses, community and social service workers, home support workers, caregivers, early childhood educators, truck drivers, and also in the trades. They also give points if you are coming with your spouse. And the third most important thing about the program are the intentions of living in Sudbury. So past studies in Sudbury, if you had some experiential learning while studying, like a work practice, a co-op, they will give you points. Living in a similar climate, volunteering, relatives in Sudbury, and if you have been a current resident of Sudbury. The minimum points required are for single people 75 and for married 95. And as you can see in the last draws, they invited 48 people with 180 points and 24 people with 250 points in January. As you can see in here, the scores are really low compared to the express entry. So this can be like an extra pathway for permanent residents to consider if you finish your studies in Cambrian. It's not the only pathway for permanent residents, and it's not the only way that you can be permanent residents, but it's an extra way that you can do it if you are living in the city. Here are some students exploring our community. And just to finish up the presentation, choosing Cambrian College will give you accessible cost of living, a safe and welcoming community, a better quality of life, immigration opportunities because of the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot Program, career opportunities because the city needs professionals working in the city. So there are a lot of career opportunities, job opportunities, and also full support in your program. We really want you to succeed in your program and in your student experience. So we try to give you all the tools necessary to have the best experience and to be successful. And just to end this presentation, before we move into the questions, I would like to share you why Sudbury and Cambrian College can be your gateway to Canada. Well, first, Cambrian College will prepare you with the skills and knowledge needed to thrive in the Canadian job market. Your program will give you significant hands-on learning experience. And also, as Sudbury is growing and it's an emerging industry, there are plenty of job opportunities that will make it easier for you to gain professional development. And this is really important when you are choosing a new city to move in, that you really need to think about the future that it can offer you. And Sudbury can offer you job opportunities, immigration opportunities. And the last thing to consider is the affordability of the city. Rents are still affordable, the tuition is still affordable, living expenses are still affordable in the city. And we just had a case of a student that we are really proud of. He came to Canada 4 years ago, and he's 28 years old, and he just bought his second home in Sudbury. This is like a good achievement that it's possible because he lives in an affordable city. If you go to Toronto, if you go to Montreal, to Vancouver, I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it would be like 1,000 times harder and it will take you more time. So this is just like some things to consider and why Cambrian College and Sudbury can be your gateway to Canada. In here, you can have my email in case you want to contact me with more information on how to apply, the requirements, and more details about the program or any question that you may have. I'm also open for meetings. You can just write me an email and I will be happy to assist you. Okay, we can now move into the questions. Okay. The first one, I am studying nursing in Turkey. Can I transfer to your college and complete my education there? Well, Duru, it's really difficult to transfer credits if you are coming from a foreign university because the courses are really different. So my recommendation is to start from the first semester in practical nursing. Okay, how much is the average monthly expense for an international student in Cambrian? We actually have one slide that I can present you to. We are calculating around 15,000 Canadian dollars for living expenses, plus your first year of tuition. Do you offer special discount or scholarship for Turkish students? We have the two scholarships of first semester. The first one is $500 in books, and the second one is for the residents. That is $1,700 for residents. And starting the second semester, you can apply to other scholarships. And also we have a special discount in the application fee. Right now it's waived, so you don't have to pay anything for the application fee. How many hours can I work off campus? Okay, so you can work 20 hours part-time while you are studying. Is Cambrian College diploma recognized? Yes, we are a designated school, a DLY, and we are recognized by Immigration Canada. And also because we are a public college, you will have all the benefits of immigration. Can you also inform us about the housing option? Okay, so the students can live in the residence, but if you're coming with family, you can also choose to live, well, you need to choose to live outside of the residence because the residence it's only for single people. There are plenty of platforms that you can search the housing options, but we could recommend the students to wait till they arrive to Sudbury to book the options. Just so you can have an idea, a department of two rooms, it's around 1,500 Canadian dollars per month. How many Turkish students you have? We have Turkish students. We have around 3 right now. Do we have another one, Ekin?
Well, you have me. I'm not a student, but I'm very Turkish, so I'm here as well.
Yeah. Could you let us know the student clubs where we can socialize? Can you help me with that one, Ekin?
So yes, we actually have a lot of clubs on campus, and during orientation week, you can also get information on which clubs are available for you to join, and you can basically go and speak to all the clubs and decide which one is best for you and join them.
Okay, I don't know if anybody else have a question they would like to resolve. But I will write here in the chat my email so you can have it in case you have further questions after the presentation.
I think we have a question in the chat section as well.
Oh, okay, I see it. I'm a retired civil servant and 49 years old. Is it possible for me to do a master's degree? Okay, so in the college, we offer the graduate certificates that are postgrads. And yes, there is no age limit. You can definitely apply to one of our programs. We have had students of 50 years old, 51, so it is possible. What's the acceptance rate for the college? Well, we are a college that we serve as first come, first serve basis. So if you applied and you have all the requirements, you most likely get an offer. You just have to fill out all the requirements and apply with time. For example, right now, September is full, but you can apply to winter, that it would be January start date. And also really important to not have failed courses in your studies. If you have more than 8, 7, or 5, it would be difficult. Okay, do we have any more questions? How about the accommodation options? Okay, so I will share you the residence that we have on campus. We have 2 types of accommodation for single students. We have the dorms. Oops, sorry. We have the dorms that it's just for 2 students, and we also offer the townhouses that it's for 6 students. Everyone get their own bedroom, and we have a special price for the townhouses for the first semester students, where you end up paying 450 Canadian dollars per month. We also have one question if we will be sharing the presentation. Unfortunately, we will not share it, but if you have any questions or you want to do another meeting, me and Ekin can assist you with that. If you need to review some information, we can help you with that. Okay, I think we do not have further questions. Ekin, do you want to give some comments?
Yes, I was just actually going to mention that I put down the international office email address in the chat box as well. So if you have any questions about, specific programs or your specific educational background, and you want to find out whether you meet the requirements to come and, study here, please feel free to email international@cambriancollege.ca as well. And of course, Melissa's email is also up there. And I think that's about it. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining.
Yes, thank you very much for your presentation, Melissa and Ekin. It was very informative for the attendees, and you covered all of the questions. Thank you for your answers too. And also, I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Umarım sizin için de faydalı bir webinar olmuştur. Cambrian College ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için chat kısmında paylaşılmış olan mail adreslerinden Melisa ve Ekin Hanım'a ulaşabilirsiniz. Bir sonraki webinarlarımızda görüşmek üzere. Thank you very much again, you guys. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Thank you, Zeynep, and thank you everyone joining us today.
Thank you. Çok teşekkür ederiz katıldığınız için tekrardan. Görüşmek üzere.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.